Hi, I'm Minnie Darke, and my new novel is called The Lost Love Song. It's behind me on the bookshelf. Mother's Day is approaching, and I'm pretty confident this one will be a good choice as a gift for your mum on Mother's Day. I say this because my mother really loved this book. So, in order for you to find out more about that, I spoke to her. So, Mum, you said a really nice thing to me about the Lost Love Song. You said you thought it was probably the thing of mine that you've read that you liked the most. Why was that?
I think because I was with you down at the shack and you had told me uh, just a little theme of the story, so that by the time I got to read the book, I was hungry to know what it was all about, and I was intrigued to see how it would develop. And I think it's probably the only book that I've read in a day, so that's credit to you. And I there were things in the book like they usually are, but particularly in this book that were quite meaningful to me. One was the fact that you had mentioned Diana's mother, Belinda, had used one of Granny's pieces of her silver with the fleur-de-lis on it. And of course, I've still got it in the drawer, so I know where that all came from. And I often, as I've said to you before, I'm often a character in a book, and I've thought about it quite deeply. And because Ari was the person who stayed in the book, who was the character that stayed in the book all the time, I don't usually become that character, but I think I was like his Jiminy Cricket. I was on his shoulder all the time and trying to will him back to all the time to make connections so that he could get that love song, so it could return to him. And I think the thing that really highlighted for me, and I've spoken to a couple of my friends, is the fact that it was wonderful the way it finished in Hobart, Tasmania, where we live, and with the little beetle at a time when when you were little, and I was taking you lots of places in the yellow mellow beetle, and that was featured in the streets of Hobart. And I think that was a really good conclusion for me to have. So I was very satisfied with the ending.
Well, thanks, Mum. That's all really lovely. Now, of course, because of the situation we're all in at the moment, you and I see each other on screens and we see each other over fences, but it's not quite the same. But here, look what happened with my flowers today, with my roses. Here you go. This is for you, Mum.
Oh, thank you, darling.